Hello, my name is Naiza Khan, and I work between Karachi and London. It's been really wonderful to be part of this important project at the Taragaon Museum in Kathmandu. One of the things that excited me about this project was to revisit some of the work that I've been producing since the early 90s. And these works have been drawings and sculpture works around the female body. The works in this exhibition are a series of corsets and images of research work towards the sculpture works that I've been making since 2007. These works really talk about the body and its identity, its multiple identities, in terms of how the body exists within the public space in the context of Karachi, but also in a very personal sense, how we feel, how our emotions are expressed through clothing and attire. And I wanted very much to share these works with everyone coming to the Taragaon, and especially within the context of this exhibition, because I feel that in South Asia there's been a very, very powerful and strong expression of women artists who've produced work, particularly in my experience since the 90s. And these works have, inadvertently inspired us across borders, even though it's often been very difficult to find access and mobility to go across from Pakistan to India or Bangladesh to Pakistan. We've still managed to understand the problems and the issues that we often share across our borders, and also to be inspired by the strength of each other's works. So these are two etchings which are drawings, prints which really talk about the way that clothing gives us a sense of another identity, a kind of alternate identity, and how these clothes like a night dress or the orthopedic corset extend the kind of emotional expression, whether it's towards something which is repressed or something which is very sensual and beautiful. So one of the works that I produced for this exhibition, Feminist Futures, is the pelvis piece in leather and steel. It's titled Porous Pelvis. And this was something that was in my mind, and it evolved through drawings that I've been making over this period of time. The final work is also a recent film called Henna Hands and Its Afterlives. And this is a work which I produced recently, but it sort of is a critical reflection of a project that I did 20 years ago called Henna Hands, which was a public art project within the city of Karachi, where I worked with life-size bodies of women's bodies printed on the wall through henna pigment. For me, it was really important to think about the expanded public space, and to think about how, over these years, how I relate to this body of work, but also what it means now after all these years. What has changed? What are the concerns that were in the work which weren't articulated at that time? And some of these concerns are the urban space and migration, and also how the monsoon impacts the city. When I was filming Henna Hands and Its Afterlives, there was a lot of rains in Karachi, and we actually couldn't put the tripod in the location to film the work. So, there were all these things that came into the narrative of the film, which talked about how the water in the city is impacting our lives as we walk through making the work. I think one of the important things about this exhibition is not just bringing together the work of pioneering women artists from this region, but also to really come back together and critically think about what the work means over this period of time, what artists have produced, to share it with audiences here in Kathmandu, but also to physically be here has been really important for me personally, because I think about the problems and the issues that we face in the region, especially the lack of communication, the lack of access to meeting across borders, across the politics. And I think Kathmandu offers a very unique position for us because it offers a beautiful space where we can talk and discuss, but also to think about new strategies, new futures of how, as artists, as women, how do we move forward and also help to mentor other artists and think about the issues that we're all facing in our respective contexts. I would really like to thank the Taragaon Museum and Saraf Foundation for their support, for their enthusiasm and hospitality. The curator, Arshia, has been really, really important. Her work has been very important to bring us all together and to critically frame the ideas that we want to present. Thank you very much.